Hey, and welcome to the stream. I'm back online, and this is the overhead camera. I'll put myself here in the left corner so I can chat with you all. Welcome, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a while. We're going to build something that I hope is going to look a little bit like one of the buildings in the town of Bree in Middle-earth on the eastern side of the Shire. And we are going to build a bit of a medieval, let's say, not really a hotel, but how'd you call that? One of those places where you can stay for the night. Well, the Prancing Pony, name escapes me. I'm going to build this with some really cheap elements. This is not very good quality stuff, but hopefully when it's all done, it will still look okay. Hello, Lemon Trower and the gaming politician, and Robert and Brenda and Choo Choo Charlie and Sando. I'm still feeling kind of weak. So if I think I worked a little bit too hard. I don't often say that, don't easily say that, but I think I kind of overdid it for the past few days. So today I feel, well, I can tell that I'm not there yet, but I have finished my antibiotics. So that was a very strong 2-week what is it? Prescription. So in theory, all the bacteria should be dead, and that will give my body now the opportunity to kind of rebuild itself. The thing is that still might take a couple of weeks, but I'm trying to take it easy. But I felt good enough, felt well enough to go back online and start building some Lego. My rule right now is I work when I feel I have the energy, and of course I try to prioritize as much as possible. I still have to make my deadlines for the TV work and for some of the other stuff. But then when it comes to streaming or even podcasting, I just want to do what gives me energy, and well, hanging out with you for an hour or so, I like that. That gives me energy. That makes me feel good. I don't think I'm going to build a Ferrari, Archie. I'm more into building buildings right now. So, I hope I did a good job organizing everything. It's not a very complicated build, but it's still a type of building that I've never done before. It's got some hinges, and I'd also like to modify it a little bit. I think this originally is from kind of a bastardized medieval set. Like the figurines are looking really, really horrible. I mean, look at that. It's just scary. They look like zombies. So it's it's not much to work with, but I guess with a few modifications, I can probably still make something out of it. Here's my first challenge, and that is to find that hinge piece. Lately, I've been having, almost always when I build something, I can't find, there are pieces missing. Oh wow, this Lego feels very cheap. It's not even Lego. Just some random toy brand. Lego compatible as far as I can tell, but that is about it. But I like the design of this house. It looked like something that would fit in, or that could fit in a Middle Earth setting. Maybe here? Oh yeah, there it is. One of these? No. No, 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 no. Ah, here it is. Very well. Well, antibiotics, of course, it is. It's never entirely good for you. It is in stuff that is that needs to kill something inside of you. But it is with a severe infection like the one I had. That was basically the only thing I could do. There were no other options except for dying, which was really not in my plans at the moment. So, but yeah, it's. Certainly, your entire body takes a hit from all that stuff. But I think I've actually, it could have been much worse. Let's put it that way. There were some scary moments. But I'm looking forward to picking up the conversation where we left it. Talking about Star Wars and about Disney Plus and superheroes, and still haven't seen the Joker movie. I'm kind of scared to go watch it because everybody says it's so depressing and so shocking, and I'm easily shocked. So, has anyone in the chat already seen it? Okay. Oh. Oh, that's not the right one. Which one is? Oh, this one. Wow, this is very cheap plastic. You can just tell that it is very different from the stuff that you have in regular sets. It's almost a little bit, I don't know, too flexible. But it's going to be a display thing anyway, so from a distance it may still look good. Oh, Sando has to analyze poems. Wow. Well, that's not the worst thing you can do, of course. Math is worse. Hey, Christian. Hello, Germany. Guten Abend. Hey, Helen. What do you think of the rumors that the next Rise of Skywalker trailer will drop on the 21st? I've not heard those rumors. You know, I'll be ready for the trailer when it drops. I'm so glad that I've got like a new, you can't really tell, but I have a Tick watch. Gosh, I can't even show you that. Anyway, it's a very cheap Chinese, can I put it that way? Oh, here it is. So this is my Android watch, or Wear OS watch. And I just upgraded it with some very cool new widgets and stuff. So it now finally alerts me with useful stuff. So I can see, you know, when people subscribe to the Twitter account or leave a comment and everything. So I'm actually quite quite content. And these watch faces are really, really pretty. And this is a $99 watch, and it's always on. It's got this OLED display, so it's what the Apple Watch only now in Generation 5 is able to do for a lot more money. So I'm kind of content with this watch, even though it is slow, and it's of course absolutely not comparable to the functionality of an Apple Watch, but it is already so much better than it used to be when it was still running the old system. Can you show us the box? There is no box. This came in a plastic bag with a very flimsy paper, instruction. I was even surprised there were instructions. So I can't really show you what this is going to look like. Actually, I can probably page to the last, to the back of the book. Well, even there, you can't really tell that well because they have a system where they gray out everything you've already built, which is actually a very nice system, so you don't get confused. But this is kind of the facade of the inn that I'm building, and as you can tell, it does look a little bit like something out of Middle Earth, or just Middle Ages, for that matter. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can make some progress here. 14 of those and 2 of those. Okay, so 2 of these. 14. 14 of these. 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 and 14. I like there are a lot of brown and beige pieces, which are usually very rare in Lego sets. So that's kind of cool because that helps making buildings look more realistic. So why would the new trailer drop on Monday night? Because of football? Really? Okay. The 21st. So that is in 2 weeks from now. Less than 11 days from now. Okay. I'll be ready to record a reaction video. Well, actually, the last one wasn't really a full trailer. It was just some glimpses and then a lot of old stuff. And I was already so excited. So imagine a real trailer. I need to start working on my trooper costume. I really, 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 really want to build my own stormtrooper costume before the premiere. And I was ready to go for it, and then I got ill. So there's always something. And I'm constantly pondering, what kind of costume do I want? Do I want like an old-fashioned, a New Hope type stormtrooper? Am I going to go for the New Order stormtroopers, which I think is a fascinatingly well-designed costume. I like it a lot. Am I going for a Sand Trooper? Probably not, because it's more work. Or my favorite, actually, I think it's a good mix between functionality and coolness, is the Scout Trooper. So the Biker Scouts, that's probably what it's called, the Biker Scouts. I think they look really, really cool. I love that sequence in Return of the Jedi. And that costume has a huge advantage, and that is that you can sit in that costume, which you can't do with any other Stormtrooper costume. You always have to stand because of the armor. And being an old man, I like to have the opportunity, or at least the option to sit. But, of course, a real stormtrooper is so much cooler. Ay, ay, ay. Archie wants to know what kind of illness I had. I had a very complex infection of my bladder and some other neighboring parts. I won't go into detail, I'll spare you, because of a kidney stone that caused some damage in the bladder. That got infected, and yeah, lots of fun. High fever, tremendous pain. I was basically in bed for about a week, and then I kind of got out of it. So, okay, what kind of color is that? That's supposed to be. Nah, it's not this color. Okay, I need 19. Should be in here. Or is it yellow? Maybe it's just yellow. I bet you it's yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a color you hardly ever see used in modern sets anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 17, 19. So this is probably just decoration, I guess, from the looks of it. Then one of these. I'm glad this is a simple build. Oh, wait a minute. That's probably not the right color. I bet you it's this. Yeah, that must be it. All right, and then 2. Since this is it's a relatively simple set, it's much easier to find all the pieces. I gotta see the Joker? Okay, yeah. I think I have to be in a mood. We'll see. Do you like it when droids in Star Wars say Roger, Roger? No. I'm not a fan of the battle droids at all. I'm watching the Clone Wars right now. And it's a chore, really. It's getting better. But, man, especially the first 2 seasons still contains so much of that lame humor. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't feel like Star Wars. It's not gritty enough. I don't know. It's too much written for kids. Although I have to say, I'm watching everything chronologically, so out of order in a certain way, and that truly helps. Makes it feel much more like one cohesive story. And I skipped most of the first season because I already watched that a couple of years ago. And I remember it as being very, very bad. So I just skipped it. And so now I'm in the second season somewhere. And I didn't really need that. I didn't need to rewatch that first season to understand what's going on. So yes, one redeeming aspect of the Clone Wars is that Anakin is so much better in the animated series than he is in the movies. Really, really great portrayal. I think that's how Anakin should have been. It's a great balance of, brilliance and also kind of a little bit of the dark side already visible in him. But he's not whining at all, which is a relief, I have to say. Obi-Wan is also pretty good. All right. Let's see, this is probably going to be part of a door of some sorts. All right, let's add some more yellow pieces here. Okay, excellent. So this is, you see this hinge? This is probably a way to kind of make either one square building, which looks actually much smaller than I expected, or you have this, and then it's just a facade. The entire thing is like twice as small as I thought it would be. Can't wait for Disney Plus. Only a month to go here in the US. Yeah, it is really, really great. You're gonna love it. I'm enjoying Disney. I'm not watching it every day because there's also so much to watch on Netflix, which is still going strong in my opinion. But for Star Wars, there's no better place than Disney Plus. Actually, I noticed that the guys of the people that are working on the service, they contacted me through Instagram. I never use Instagram messages, and so they sent me an email because they saw my YouTube video where I tested out Disney Plus when it first premiered in the Netherlands, and they noticed some stuff, and they wanted to, get my feedback on the things that weren't working as well, and I just completely missed that message. I was like, who uses Instagram message to reach an old guy like me? Anyway, I still hope to do another, like a follow-up video. But again, it's just, need to have the energy to do that. Three, four. Five. 4. Ooh, okay. 12. That must be here. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Lots of tiny bits. 4 of these. One, two, three, 4. And then 1 that is supposed to be 2 wide. So that should be this one. There we go. Do you think the World War trilogy should be completed? The World War trilogy? I don't get that one. You mean like World War 1, 2, and 3? No. No. Yeah, The Mandalorian, I've noticed that there is some merchandise out there, or at least merchandise was announced. And The Mandalorian really looks like its own thing visually, which is great. Okay, I'm not sure I'm convinced by this yellow ridge here, but we'll do it anyway. What do you think about the new Batwoman and the new Joker? I haven't seen a Batwoman thing. Is there a Batwoman movie in the making? Totally missed that. I only know the Halle Berry movie, which was not very good. Although not as bad as people say it was. No, wait, there was another Catwoman, wasn't it? In one of the other three, the first three Batman movies, wasn't there Catwoman also in the second one? By Michelle Pfeiffer, wasn't she Batwoman as well? Well, we've gotten our side stories that hint something might come but never does. Still not sure what you're talking about. I think you should do First Order Stormtrooper. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. The thing is, it's going to be a little bit outdated once the movie 9 is out. The thing is, with the original Stormtrooper, the classic one, they'll always keep making tell stories with that, because it's Rogue One, and it's in a lot of the animated stuff as well. So I've heard that it's actually because of licensing reasons that they redesigned the Stormtrooper. Apparently, if they had taken the old design, they'd have to pay royalties to whoever owned the rights to that costume. That's why they didn't do that for the new trilogy. Probably also because they wanted to use that in the Disney parks. And if you look at Disneyland, they only use First Order stuff. They only use characters and costumes from the new series. So it's probably a licensing thing. Okay, what do they want me to do right now? What? Oh, great. I skipped a step. Oh, I forgot. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Well, actually, it didn't make sense. Oh dear, oh dear. How long have I been doing Lego now, and I still can't count. Artificially prolonging the enjoyment of this Lego set. Oh, Sando also had a math test today. Oh gosh, I pity you. This too shall pass, though. Do you ever visit the city of Salzburg? I may have been there a long time ago, but it's still quite far away. Biker Scouts have the best helmets. Yeah, I really like their look. I've heard that there might be that Wedge Antilles is going to be in the new movie. Yeah, I think that's actually officially announced. Which didn't surprise me, because they already tried to get him for The Force Awakens, and he refused. And then he probably realized how stupid that was. So he unrefused. I'm pretty sure that they can write him in. It's not he's a pilot, so. The whole Poe Dameron is actually just a new version of Wedge Antilles. Same kind of character in a certain way. Okay, now I gotta remove all those things again. What a shame, what a shame. Hello, Scotland. I'm feeling a little bit better, yes. I'm not there yet, but I'm well enough to stream Lego. Happy National Mental Health Day. Thank you. Hey, Ralph from Noord-Brabant. Noord-Brabant, that's where my parents live. Cool to see you in the chat or on the stream. Wedge is very important in the novels, yes. Didn't he have his own series at one point? Okay, I blame these instructions for not doing this well because they are different from the way Lego does the instructions. In Lego, you go, up, down, and then you go to the right and then up, down. Here, you first go to the right and then you go down. Rubbish. Oh well. Part of the fun. Not. This Lego is also harder to take apart. Actually, it's almost near impossible to take apart because of its more rubbery nature. Very, very strange. Strange plastic. Look, I can't even get this. I can't put a knife in between it. That's how tight this is. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe like this. Oh, come on. Nope. Wow. This is hard. This is really hard to remove. Ow. Okay, I dropped one on the floor. Let's get that one before I lose it. There we go. What season of Clone Wars? We're currently mostly in season 2. But there have been some flash forwards because I'm watching everything in chronological order. So sometimes you have to watch an episode from the 3rd season and then go back to season 1, and it's been a very interesting journey. But it makes so much more sense. I remember watching the 1st season and I was constantly disoriented. It's like, what? Wait, huh? Where are they now? Whereas now you can see, well, oh, it's still this planet, and yeah, they should have done chronological right away, which is something they did actually. I think from the 3rd season on, they started to make much more sense. Anthology stuff never works really well with Star Wars. Goodness gracious, this Lego is disintegrating almost. Let's try to take it apart. This is going to be one of those sets that once it's built, there's probably no way to disassemble it again. Oh well, it was cheap. Let's keep it at that. Oh man. I need to use a knife to take this apart. Oh, there we go. Right, where were we? Huh? Let's see. We have this, and it needs to have all the yellow parts back on it. Very well. Also this. Good. Right, one more here. Okay. Now, we need dark brown plates. First of all, we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need one very long one. Let's hope it's in here. One of these. And one that is only 4 in length. Ah. Oh no, that's not it. Here we go. There we are. Do you know the game Medieval Engineers? Maybe you can download it because it's a really nice game. You can build all medieval things, for example, castles or on mountains or cathedrals or abbeys. Oh, really? Cool. That sounds cool. Medieval Engineers. Yeah, the Joker movie is a box office success, absolutely. Yeah, it's also, I think, a little bit of the hype, you know, fear of missing out. It is very well acted, so, you know, there's already Oscar buzz, and, well, there's a lot of people who just want to see it to experience how grim it is. But I like my superhero movies cheerful and optimistic, because that's kind of more compatible with my own character. And when things get too gloomy or too dark or too scary, yeah, it doesn't help me to stay upbeat. Okay, now this is the way it's supposed to be. Very well. And now we're going to put back the same layer that we just took apart. Greet. Greet, greet, greet. Star Wars The Old Republic. Yeah, I've played Star Wars The Old Republic for years. If you want to see something weird, it's Polish dubbing. Yes, I know. They just do like a guy narrating everything. They don't even try to dub it. It's just like, and now he's walking to the mountain. He turns around and says, "Hey, dzień dobry." And then his wife says, "Dzień dobry to you too." And then the man says, "I want piwo i frytki." And his wife says, "I jestem głodny." Alrighty. It's kind of probably a very affordable way to do a lot of the dubbing. Are you a fan of Pokemon? I didn't grow up with Pokemon, so I played a couple of the Pokemon games on my Nintendo DS, and I quite enjoyed it, although didn't really have the patience nor the time to go and collect hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon, but I kind of like the concept. I did play Pokemon Go for about a year, then I stopped doing that as well, just because it's so repetitive after a while. But yeah, so yeah, I know what it is, and I can see why it's appealing. It's just, you know, I watched the Pokemon movie, which was really not good. The Pikachu detective movie. That didn't really do justice, I think, to the greatness of Pokemon. I don't understand why people are crying and hating so much because they didn't like the Star Wars movies from Disney. Now they're happy because there are rumors that Kathleen Kennedy is going in 2021. Oh, they keep repeating that. Yeah, never focus on the haters. There will always be people that complain. Think of Anakin. There's always an Anakin somewhere in the world. Yeah. I just don't like it. Obi-Wan / Kathleen Kennedy never gives me what I really want. I'd say go watch something else. Keep it to yourself. If you don't like Star Wars, then, well, there are other things you can do. Nobody forces you to like Star Wars or to watch it. But, I guess they like the whining too much. I don't know. I never understood that negativity. I just don't understand haters. I think life is way too short to hate. There are more fun things to do with your time, in my opinion. Alrighty, 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 2. You know what, with the haters, if we start to hate the haters, and that's just only going to increase the hatred. Hatred leads to suffering. I've heard that season 7 of Clone Wars, they've brought in Bad Batch, which is a bunch of clones who do special missions. It was a storyline that didn't do originally. Wasn't that one of the first clone stories where there is this kind of dysfunctional group of clones? I thought they were called the Bad Batch. They had to learn how to work as a team. It was kind of a nice storyline, but I'm not sure they followed up on it. Am I doing the right thing? No, I'm not. Of course not. These are not the studs you're looking for. Oh dear. These are even harder to untangle. Or are they? No, these are the right ones. No. It's all right. It's all right. Just keep it there. Okay, what else? This one. 2 right there for the entrance. Does anyone play Star Wars The Old Republic? Well, I haven't installed it right now, but I've played it for a while. It's pretty cool, though a bit limited. It's not as bad as Star Trek Online, but it's yeah, couldn't be bad. It could be. I kind of hope that they're going to do something a little bit better in the future. Although RPGs are kind of not the place to be for a lot of companies now. I think you mean Star Wars too, right? Or World War II. Have you ever seen Darkman? Yes, I have. It's one of my favorite movies. It's really, really good. Especially the music. Isn't that with Liam Neeson? Batwoman has come out of the CW as an Arrowverse show. Oh, really? I have not heard that. Clooney is Batman. Oh yeah, that wasn't with the Clooney one. It was that was the third one, right? With Mr. Freeze. That was so bad. It was so good at being bad. Oh, you're talking about Vietnam. Oh, okay. We need World War III. Well, I know. I don't agree. We don't need any wars. Please. Only Star Wars. That's the only type of wars that we need. All right, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ba-da-ba. Do you see The Big Bang Theory? Yes. I'm actually currently watching it on Netflix. I had it on Blu-ray for the audio commentaries, and but it's kind of much more relaxed to just watch it on Netflix, because Netflix remembers which episodes you've already seen. So I'm thinking the 4th season. Oh, I love it so much. It has all the cliches, of course, of geeks and nerds, but the characters are still very endearing, so I don't mind the cliches. And there are some really funny jokes in there. It's one of the few series, that and Parks and Recreation, that often make me laugh out loud, which is rare. The whole universe will end. It's that impossible theme song, which I always try to remember. Try to remember the words, but it's going so fast. GTA 5. Do I play GTA 5? I do have GTA 5. But it's kind of violent, and I like the open world. But if there's one Rockstar game that I actually prefer much more, it's Red Dead Redemption. So I have Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox 360, and but you can also play that on the Xbox One. Actually, it looks much nicer on the Xbox One. And I really love that open world. I love that you can do horse riding, and it's such a detailed world. And you don't really have to follow the main quests. You can just hang out in the Wild West, which is fantastic. That's kind of what I like about the GTA games as well. I really dislike the stories and the violence, but the world building is amazing. And usually I just kind of grab a car and drive around, and I like doing that. Got some windows here. Do I miss anything? No, I think I have everything right now. 2.5 Men. Never seen that series. Is it good? Batwoman was played by Alicia Silverstone in the George Clooney Batman. Oh, okay. I really thought that Michelle Pfeiffer played Batwoman at one point. I don't know. Such a long time ago. Yeah, GTA is extreme, that's true. It's very violent. I've watched more Clone Wars, yes. How do you do live streams? Anthony wants to know. Well, I'm streaming this with a program for the Mac called Ecamm, which makes it pretty simple to do streaming. And I use the built-in camera of the MacBook. And then I have a second camera, that's this one. And that's just a simple Logitech camera that I put on a small tripod, and it's very simple. It's not really super pretty. The lighting is still pretty horrible, but it works. And so I've learned to be more pragmatic with the streaming, not wait to stream until everything is perfect, but rather just, connect with people. And it's much more of a social thing than it is about making really good looking video. That will come in time. It will come in time, just be patient. Sorry, that's a very old song. That sound is actually like Lego sounds. Yes, it does sound a little bit like Lego, but it is not Lego. I wish it was. The new Mandalorian series, yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's not on Disney Plus here yet. Nice to be a priest in a great city. I don't know. Being a priest is... I like the city. I also really like the villages, nature. There's something to say for everything. When you're in the city, you miss the kind of the quiet outdoors, and when you're living in a village like I am now, I kind of miss the city. Fortunately, I have a bike, so I can go to the city if I want to. 6 plus 2 of those. And we are going to install our first door. Cool. We're going to make some windows as well. 6 in total. 1, 2, 3. Lego should really do more medieval sets. I love that stuff. So elegant. Okay, where's that door? Ah, here it is. Very well. Plus 4 dark brown studs. Excellent. I read the books from Star Wars, and to be honest, it doesn't feel the story continues in the Star Wars live-action movies. You mean the expanded universe, or? Some books are good, some are not so good. They were men, great kings of man, and Sauron the Deceiver gave them a great rings of power. In their greed they took them without question. Yes. The Polish dubbing is made by various actors. Oh, really? Oh. Well, there is sometimes Polish translation on my DVDs and Blu-rays, and it is just a guy who is narrating. But maybe they improved that over time. But that's good if they have actual voice actors now. Maybe the old method was just, you know, a relic of the times, the dark times, let's put it that way, when there was still the communist rule in Poland. I read the books and saw the cartoon from Star Wars. To be honest, it doesn't have the magic compared to the live-action movies. No, I agree. It's not the same, but it's, you know, it's okay. It's still Star Wars, but yeah, it's more mass production. I mean, they need to make 22 episodes per season with a very small budget compared to the movies, and with a very limited crew of writers. So with the limited means, I think they did a pretty good job with Clone Wars, that is. Good evening, JNR ANT. Do you think Rian Johnson should make a new trilogy? I personally did not like the way Last Jedi turned out. Yeah, well, actually, I kind of liked The Last Jedi. Story-wise, that wasn't my favorite Star Wars movie, and could have been better, but I didn't think it was as bad as everybody said it was. I don't know, Rian Johnson is a very, cool, avid Star Wars fan, and I don't know. The proof will be in the pudding. I'd say give him a chance. He has shown that he's able to think outside the box, and I think Star Wars needs that. Star Wars needs to innovate, because you can't keep repeating the same old stuff over and over again. I think I need to put this like this. Yep. It's already starting to look like a building. A little bit more like a building. Hey, how many windows are there? Oh, hold on. Haha. This goes in the door. How cool, a door with a grill in it. That is awesome. That is if it fits, which I'm not sure it does. How come this does not work? Oh, there we go. Nice door. As I expected. This connects here in these hinges. Ooh, that is starting to look really nice, don't you think? And this is going to be kind of the closed house, but this as a facade, I think it's going to look really nice when it's done. Disney's trying to attract a new generation of fans with the new movies. That's true. That's true. Good evening, Arnold. The Bad Batch was a storyline about a clone trooper that went missing, and the Bad Batch were called in to do the mission, but they didn't do it. Oh, okay. Krakow is beautiful. Love that city. Rian Johnson did the most original new Star Wars movie for Disney, and I love original. Yeah, me too. I like someone who's trying to do something new, but I can also understand the critics. I kind of still prefer J.J. Abrams, although J.J. usually plays it safe. Arnold, yeah, I'm not yet there. It was not a cold. I had a bladder infection and some other related stuff, which is now under control, but I'm not entirely recovered yet. I'm well enough to do Lego. That's all that matters. Okay. Next, we are going to add, oh, interesting. However, we need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I got 1 of these. One, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4, 5. Yes. 2. 1. These. Two of these. And 2 of these. Good. Good, good, good. Did you see the Star Trek Discovery series? Yes. I'm a huge fan. If it says Star Trek, I'm a fan. But Discovery was excellent, or is excellent. Can't wait to see where they take the story next. I'm even more excited for Picard. What I saw in that trailer made me very, very happy. Wouldn't you agree? There. All right. Okay. 2 in the back. I think we're almost done with the first floor of this building, or ground level. Okay. And this right there. That one here. And this one there. Now we have this, starting to look even more like a small medieval inn. The Lego set you're building, is this a custom set or an official Lego set? It's not a, no, it's like a play set from a kind of a vague brand. I just like the looks of it. It's very flimsy, or the plastic is different from Lego, but and the minifigures are totally like weird looking, almost look like I don't know, cloned Playmobil crossover things, very scary. But I like the building, and I wanted to have something that looks a little bit like, you know, could fit in a Middle Earth setting. So I can create another small diorama set. I like building these small scenes from movies. And in this case, I want to build a small scene with the Black Riders and the Fellowship. Maybe I'll put in Peter Jackson with a carrot. Yep. So far, so good. 8. Two, 4, 8. How does this work? Oof. Wow. This does not fit that well. Ew, that's not very pretty. Okay, yeah, this is not very well designed, but it'll do the trick. Look, they kind of want me to do these arches, but then look on the inside, it's kind of hollow. This one here. Okay, this up here. Now we're going to build these wooden sides of the door. Hey, where did the other one? Where's the rest? Oh no, did it fall off the table? Maybe. Or no, wait a minute. Huh? Okay. 8? I'm pretty sure I took 8 out. Okay. I'll scan the floor tomorrow. Nice, I like this. There we go, that's what we have right now. That door starts to look nicer and nicer. Side of the building. An arch on top of the door. This. And so this one. Four. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4. And this one is stuck again. Oops. Okay. Good. Nice. I like that. Ooh. Very, very cool. There's a lot of depth in the facade. Ooh, I'm behind on the comments. Have you ever watched The Walking Dead? Yeah, I made it to season 4 and then I kind of dropped out. Because everybody kept dying. Archie doesn't like Discovery. Oh, well. I play Euro Truck Simulator because I like the landmarks. Oh, yeah. I like that too. I've got Euro Truck 2 and I've got American Truck Driver. What nerdy theme should be the next Lego theme in your opinion? Nerdy Star Trek. Why haven't we got Star Trek Lego? I'd love it. Absolutely. Star Trek or... Yeah, Star Trek is kind of the most obvious thing to do. I'm trying to think. I hope they will do more Stranger Things. Although I don't think they are going to. What else is there? They already have all the superhero stuff, so there's not much left actually. Star Trek is the big gaping franchise hole, I think, when it comes to Lego. But maybe it's going to be too expensive, or I don't know. Or maybe Star Trek is not for kids. That's kind of the difference with Star Wars, of course. Star Trek is geared at a much older audience. So maybe that's more risky for Lego to do. One, two, three, four. One, two, maybe something is missing. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Got a bad feeling about this. There it is. Seek and ye shall find. And there is the other one. Are we all done? I think we're all done. Okay. Next. Let's build up this ground level. Ooh, nice. Nice technique. Reminiscent of Hogwarts Castle. Well, probably Hogwarts Castle took it from this build. 4. There we go. 1, 2. Now it's starting to look even nicer. There we go. This is going to be, I'm looking forward to adding the minifigures to this. I think it will make everything work. Because this building just needs minifigures. I'll soon show you my emerging Lego city that's actually in this room. It's right over there, but I have no lights in this room other than the light above this table. So they'll still have to wait, but I am looking forward to populating that city also with minifigures. Aha, 21 yellow pieces. Let's first go back to the chat. Medieval Lego sets are made back in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, but I think they did some medieval stuff more recently also, just for 1 year, and then it didn't really work. All right, Helen, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Martijn asks, have you fully recovered from your infection? No, not fully. I'm done with the antibiotics today, but it will still take a couple of weeks to get back to full health. So even though I feel actually quite all right, tired, but so I'm tempted to go straight back to work and do everything I did before, but everybody tells me that's a bad idea. So I have to say it's extremely difficult for me not to do too much. Even when I was sick, when I was really sick and I had a fever and everything, my brain was functioning and I didn't lose my sense of humor and I felt great. But at the same time, my body was completely sick, which is such a strange experience. It was like the upper half of my body was perfect and the lower part was complete rubbish. And again, you need both parts to function. Have you seen the Mandalorian Black Series figures? Yes, I have seen all the merchandise, and it's cool. Good evening, Kit and Cats. You have not missed much, just usual Lego banter. Hey, Time Bandits. If there was a Lego set of Vader's castle in Rogue One, would you build it? There is a Lego set of Vader's castle. It exists. Go Google it. But no, I'm not interested. It's not a very nice building. Just looks like a black pyramid. And it was like visible for, I don't know, 5 seconds, so nah. Not really very iconic. Maybe if they revisit it later. That whole lava planet was kind of lame. They went back to it. Mustafar, yeah. Didn't care for it. Mount Doom is much cooler. At least the lava kind of makes sense, has a purpose. Who builds a castle near a lava lake? It's just on an unstable planet. Especially if you already have breathing problems like Darth Vader. It's like, why would you go to a lava planet? It doesn't make sense. You know, he should be living on Naboo or something. Much better for his lungs. All right, gaming politician, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Tolkien was that Hobbit-like level floor and round windows. Yeah, well, it depends. The Shire, of course, has all the circular windows and it's built in a hill. But Bree is much more like a medieval town. What's your opinion on the Dutch discussion about gender-neutral toys? I would say let the kids decide, please. I mean, when I was young, I liked to play both with Legos and, you know, boys' toys, but I also enjoyed playing with the dolls and everything. I was like, as long as I could tell stories, I didn't care, so. I'd say just buy what kids want, or make what kids want. And let kids decide what they like to play with. But the gender-neutral Barbies and stuff, yeah, it's kind of the usual overreaction, I think, to certain trends. It'll balance itself out over time. I have this book I bought in Edinburgh a while back called The Dark Powers of Tolkien. It's about how the likes of Melkor became how he became and who he was and the other villains in Tolkien's world. Yeah, it's fascinating, actually. The entire Silmarillion is full of these evildoers and do-gooders. Maybe they haven't done a Game of Thrones Lego series because of the older audiences as well. Oh, absolutely. I think that would probably not be good for their reputation at all, because of the contents of Game of Thrones. But yes, you could make really cool stuff. I have seen actually a lot of very cool custom built Game of Thrones stuff. Like I remember going to an expo, like a Comic-Con type of, actually it was Comic-Con, Dutch Comic-Con. There was a Lego builders group, and they had created that tree, you know, that magical tree, the red leaves and everything. And it looked so awesome. It was the most beautiful Lego tree that I've ever seen, and it looked had exactly the shape of the stuff in the movies. And they had a lot of Game of Thrones custom sets. It was glorious. All right, we're getting there. Almost done with the first level. We're going to do some gray. First time gray elements. We got 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. Four. One of these. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is going to be a 2-day build, as far as I can tell. And 4 gray pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what else. Castle Black, yeah, that's cool. Have you ever seen the 1978 Lord of the Rings movie? Yes, I have. Yeah. It's kind of painful to watch. Not very good. All right, Lawrence, have a good night. Sleep well, and good luck in school. They keep nagging me to take it easy, yeah. It's hard, there's so much work to be done. What do you think about the Witcher game and Cyberpunk 2077? The Witcher game is pretty cool. I played the first game and the third game. Again, love the open world. Don't always like the story, but still, it's a really interesting game. It was much better than I expected it to be. Very rich world building. So definitely, yeah, entertaining. I like that this one has a staircase like this. I hope it's on the outside of the house. Oops. Cool. This right there. Yep. There we go. The antibiotics will make you feel strange. Yes, true. A bit wonky, a bit lightheaded. The whole point of Vader building the castle on Mustafar was to channel his dark side energy, because that's what where he officially became Darth Vader. Yeah, true. Yeah. Hey, Archangel, welcome. You should build an Avatar Lego series. You mean like Avatar the Blue Dudes or Avatar the Last Airbender? Because that would be awesome. Although Last Airbender really doesn't have... Well, it has ships. Actually, you know, Last Airbender would be cool, now that I think of it. But they already did their own Ninjago thing, which is kind of a bit derivative of Last Airbender anyway. They have all the rights. Home Alone seasonal sets, that would be cool. A Home Alone play set. Okay, what is next? We're gonna do brown pieces. Eight of them. However, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-huh. Should that be gray or... What kind of color is that? It's probably gray. Yeah, it's got to be gray. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that one. Good. We're going to build the support structure for the upper floor, which is overhanging, which I like really as a technique. I think once I figure out how to do this building, I can probably replicate the building techniques later on. If I ever get to make like the entire town of Brie. But for now, we'll just stick with the Prancing Pony or something that evokes the Prancing Pony. There. Good. Isn't that cool? I like it. Almost there. Some brown. Excellent. Hey, Coleco. Have you got Polish fans? Have you considered to get back to Poland? I would always use any occasion that I have to go back to Poland, because I love that country. I love the language, the culture, history, the food. There's a lot to like. Ooh. Okay. Ah, haha, we're gonna make the roof now. Excellent. And I suppose that's gonna be black or not, is it? Yeah, it's black, dark gray. Two and 5. Excellent. This is where it all comes together. It's also going to strengthen the entire construction. Usually you really need that ceiling to make sure everything stays in place, like this door, which is still flimsy right now, but once I've finished the roof, it'll be very solidly stuck in place. There we go. And then the 2 roof plates. There we go. Number 1. And it's very satisfying click. Means everything fits the way it should be. And then finally we've got this for the staircase, which is also in dire need of some extra strengthening. Well, that is actually, this is it for floor number 1, because the next step we're going to already start building the interior decorations for the second floor. So this is what it looks like so far. That's what we've done. You can also put it together like this. There's actually even a hook, so this can totally be a standalone building. I think this could totally work as an inn in Middle Earth. I think that the Prancing Pony, in my imagination, is a little bit bigger, so I'd probably build it like this and have this be maybe the back entrance or something. So there's going to be a second floor, which is going to be a little bit larger, and then there's going to be a roof section. But so far, even though the quality of the piece is not that good, but I really like the build itself. Very nice. Though the Blue Dudes and The Last Airbender for Lego. Cool. Very cool. You haven't seen the Avatar movie? No, it's not on Disney Plus. Oh, it's really good. I have it on DVD, I think. Excellent movie. You watch movies on your cell phone? Wow, you've got good eyes. Yeah, Cameron is making lots of sequels to the Avatar films. Indiana Jones sets. Yeah, well, they did. There are actually quite a few Indiana Jones sets with Lego. Not the best ones. Yeah, Disney World Avatar is pretty cool. I actually watched it in VR thanks to Google Maps. It was very nice. I don't know, 5 Avatar movies? Yeah. It's like Aliens, right? Just keeps on coming. If the stories are good, why not? I liked Avatar, but I'm not sure if I didn't expect them to do a sequel to it. It feels a bit much, but, well, I trust Cameron. He's got a knack for good stuff. I mean, every movie he made has been a success. So, Roblox, no. Is that a game or is that toys? I have neither of them. What am I building now? I'm building something that looks a little bit like the Prancing Pony in Bree in Middle-earth. But we're done for today. I will continue in the next streaming session since I'm still, health-wise a bit unpredictable. I'm not sure if that's going to be tomorrow or over the weekend. But just keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you've clicked that bell icon on YouTube. And then if all goes well, you should be notified the next time I go live. But it was great to meet you all again. It's been a while, yeah, but it's always good to get the gang back together. So have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you guys soon.